So I'm driving home from this thing that might have been my first date, but I'm not sure. And I think, wait, that might have been a first date, but I'm not sure. So I proposed a brilliant idea, because through our time hanging out, I had talked about doing comedy, and she said, oh, I'd love to come see you do comedy sometime. And so, on the thing that was our second date that I didn't know was our second date, I decided, because I'm either a genius or I'm the dumbest person alive, to do a joke about the thing I wasn't sure was our first date. On the thing I wasn't sure was our second date. So eventually it's my turn to go up. I do some basic jokes and I say, and it was really interesting. I was hanging with this girl the other night. I'm not sure what's really happening there. And normally in any of these situations, I'm a total gentleman. I will hold the door open for you. I will buy you a drink. I will not ask you to do anything to me that I would not do to you. But as we were talking, I found out that she had an E.E. Cummings poem on her back as a tattoo. And at that point, I'm really ashamed to say, I lost control. And I threw her on the bed, and I just read the fuck out of her. And to be clear, that was one of Cummings' longer poems, okay? I can read you all night long, thank you very much. So I tell this joke on stage with her in the audience, and I see her go, and I can't tell if that is a "I will murder you" or what else it might be. So I finish my set. I go and I sit back beside her. I'm like, so what do you want to do? Do you want to watch more comedy? And she goes, no, we're leaving. We're going to your place now. Let's go. And that is what it takes me for to realize someone is into me. So we date a bit, and we have the sex at some point. Because like I said, some people would call it a dry spell I had been in. I like to think I bought a nice plot of property right in the middle of this desert. And just never paid the water bill. So we have sex for the first time, and at the end, my mind just completely shuts down. It does not know what to do. It's a complete internal blue screen of death. And apparently the first thing to reboot in me is nerdy references. So the first thing to come out of me, well, technically the second thing to come out of me, was the phrase, "and there was much rejoicing." Yeah, I quoted Monty Python immediately after sex. So I am panicking because I realize this is never ever happening in my life again. And I don't mean post-coital Python, I mean sex. And she looks up at me and goes, yay. She finished the fucking quote! And at that point I thought, okay, if this isn't love, I don't know what is. And apparently I did not know what love was. So about 3 months go by, and we broke up because she had said she wanted to do an open relationship. And I'm not against that morally, but the math is not in my favor. This is not for me, but also logistically it's not for me. Like, would she be off seeing other people, I'd be off in my house in the desert with the water shut off. And I realized when someone asks me to be in an open relationship, it's kind of like if you go to your friend's house and your friend asks if you'd like to order a pizza. Your friend has already decided they're getting a pizza. But if you'd like to chip in on the pizza, they feel like less of a glutton. I told that joke to my therapist. And my therapist asked if he could use that. Which I think means I'm winning therapy.